All right, guys, welcome back. This second most important tool that I believe all of you should have in your business is a CRM. Too oftentimes have I heard of practitioners keeping notes and managing client relationships in a notebook. We can't do that around here. And I get it, okay? There's power in writing things down, right? But guys, come on, we live in a world of technology and everyone must adapt. All of you need to adapt. And sure, there are some things that you can write down, maybe your visions, your dreams, maybe you want to keep a journal, but managing your business and client relationships is not one of them. So I know that several of you might not know what a CRM is. And I've said this before, a CRM is a customer relationship manager, and it operates as a central hub for all of your client relationships, keeping track of all of your client interactions, your text messages, your social media communication, and of course, emails. You can set up follow-up reminders or automated messages that, for example, sends out a birthday text to your database on their birthday and you're offering them some sort of incentive to sign up or to set up a one-on-one session. If you're somebody who's generating new leads and you need to keep track of where they are in the customer journey, for example, you had a phone conversation with someone, but they didn't pull the trigger right then and there. Well, you get to see exactly where they are in that journey, in that pipeline, so that number one, you can remember to follow up, but also you can pick up exactly where you left off. If you're working with one-on-one clients and you have long-term relationships, long-term clients, you can keep track of their notes so that you can review with them what their progress has been. Or if you need to refer back to the previous session, you have it all logged in one place, accessible from anywhere in the world. Out of your head, and I want you to think about trying to store all of that information in your head. It's quite impossible, and it literally will ease the stress and the anxiety and remove that burden of having to carry that mental load all the time. Listen, I get it. I know we all want to pretend like we can store it all in here, but it really is. It gets harder and harder as you continue to grow. Aside from all the great features and the uses of a CRM and what a CRM is able to do for you, here are some other benefits that you need to be mindful of as you're developing your brand and beginning to make your impression in the marketplace. Implementing a CRM allows you to maintain a professional image. Having automated and branded emails to communicate with not only your clients, but also the partners that you may come across and do business with, that you conduct business with. You need to be able to give the impression that you got your shit together, plain and simple. Another thing is client satisfaction and customer service. This one ties into what I said earlier about not having to store all of that information in your head. It really is quite impossible. It might seem doable if you're only working with a couple clients here and there to manage them out of a notebook or in your head, but try to times that by 10. How could you manage to remember those details? Something is bound to fall through the cracks, and now you have a quality control problem, and that is no way to scale any type of business. Having a CRM takes all that stress off your shoulders and keeps it nice and organized for you to revisit at any time. Another one is time management. Now, this one I will share from my personal experience because it does feel a bit counterintuitive at first. All right, bear with me here. It does take some extra time to set all this stuff up in the beginning, and it takes some extra time to keep your clients logged into your CRM. But once you get the flow of it and you have all the setup stuff taken care of, it's not until then that you notice how much of a time saver it is. You'll be able to access your client database from anywhere as long as you have Wi-Fi, and you won't have to worry about carrying a notebook around. I know I keep using the whole notebook metaphor with a bunch of notes everywhere. I guarantee you, I ain't paying you a damn thing. Okay, if you show up with a notebook 2-hour session, I ain't paying you nothing. And the last thing that I think ultimately affects is your revenue. I just shared with you that it will save you so much time in the long run. And if you believe that time is money, well, there, case in point. You also save money and make money. You save time so that you can focus on creating and serving your clients. Also, building a streamlined way for you to onboard clients, get them set up and get them to pay all in one system is so crucial. It's like if you have a money pipeline, right? Okay. Envision this. You want that pipeline to just flow, right? You don't want to have any blockages in the flow of money in that pipeline. And you want to make it as easy as possible. Don't make it hard for people to give you money. And the last thing that I'll mention about a CRM is that it is about creating a duplicatable process. What is your goal as a business owner? Really ask yourself this. Is your goal to always wear all the hats in the business, or do you at some point want to hire an assistant to take over your follow-up emails, checking in with your clients, or setting appointments? All of that stuff. I think about all that because ultimately that's where I see the Healing Tree Collective going. I know from my experience that in order to level up, I have to be able to delegate. And in order to delegate, I have to have a system set up where someone else can pick up right where I left off. They can follow the steps and execute any admin work that I don't need to spend my time doing anymore because I need to keep working on the bigger picture stuff and the stuff that I love to do, stuff like this, for example. That's what it's really about for me. And I'll say that there is absolutely no way that we would be able to manage the team of practitioners that we have at the Healing Tree without a CRM, without this tool specifically. All right, you guys, in the next video, in the next few videos, we are going to start diving deeper and deeper into the CRM, into high level, and the use case for the Healing Tree Collective and how we use it to manage our business. I'll dive into exactly what Go High Level is because it is more than just a CRM. It is an all-in-one solution for all of you. And I want to make sure that you're as educated as possible if you're still on the fence about making the $97 a month investment into Go High Level. All right, so prepare yourselves to learn if you are deciding to go this route or you've already made the investment into High Level. Prepare because this is something that I foresee us continuing to grow in phases. It'll be absolutely impossible to cover all of it and everything at once. All of you guys are at different phases in your business. Some of you might not need some of these tools. Some of you may need to use other tools, but we are going to coast through this process as needed and as necessary. All right, you guys, like I mentioned before, again, if you went this route and you want to continue learning more and you want to continue learning at a faster rate for whatever the case may be, or you want to touch on something specifically, you could either reach out and we can touch on that together, or you can go to YouTube and find several educational videos on there on YouTube, and hopefully you can find a good one that helps you out with whatever it is that you're looking for. All right, my friends, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.